Check, check, check. 1 2 1 2. How is everybody doing? This is Clifton. We're about to get started. Beat Economy 1000. It's about to go down. We got 16 producers locked and loaded, ready to go. Got our illustrious panel of judges ready to go. Two Roots in the building. Why Not's in the building. Millennials, Tone Masons in the building. We're about to get this started. I hope everybody out there is ready to go. Shout out to all the 16 producers. The Unspoken Truth, 93 Chris, DJ Hilton, Sugar Brown Productions, The Man with Many Styles, Jadik, First Owl, King Bari, Kid Marvel, Civilian, aka Dr. Brain, Tochi Bedford, Rick Fingers, Naweed, J Quest and Deuce, Trepstar, and Movement. These dudes are representing countries all over the world, so I got a shout out to everybody in every place that they representing. Shout out to the UK, United Kingdom. Shout out to Switzerland. Shout out to Virginia Beach, Chicago, Minnesota, California. Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to Ireland, Arizona. Shout out to South Africa. Shout out to Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Massachusetts, said North Carolina. Shout out to Toronto. Shout out to Nigeria. Shout out to Mississauga. So those are the countries, cities, continents, everything represented tonight. So shout out to everybody. It's gonna be a dope night. So I hope you're locked in. First round, there's gonna be 4 rounds tonight. So first round is best of 3. Every producer has a chance to get at least 2 beats off, but possibly 3. Second round and third round are cutthroat, 1 beat apiece, and then the final 2 will get back to 3, best of 3. All right. So best of 3 first round, cutthroat for second round, 1 beat, cutthroat third round, 1 beat, and then the final 2 producers go back to best of 3. All right, so shout out to everybody once again, everybody in the chat, everybody that will be joining us throughout the night. Hope everybody's been doing well, everybody's safe, everybody's in good spirits and whatnot. And with that being said, we're gonna bring in the panel of judges. And make sure y'all say happy birthday to Why Not. His birthday is going down this weekend. I mean, salute, 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 salute.
Salute. This is T. This is T. This is T. Cold tea. Cheers.
Drinking that cold tea.
Orange juice. It's all good.
This is tea too. Henny tea.
All right.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
All right. So yeah, man. So everybody better come with A1 beats right now. I'm saying.
Right.
So this is y'all time right now to give Why Not birthday beats.
Right.
Where's my check? Where's my check?
I want to hear them hit.
Let's go.
So we're gonna jump right into it. First 2 producers up is we got the Unspoken Truth verse 93 Chris, and if anybody's just joining us and didn't get the memo, there is no crowd voting tonight. The judges are doing all the voting, so you guys just hold tight, enjoy the ride, enjoy the show, enjoy the beats. If you like anything you hear, reach out to the producers. Some of them will be in the chat, so feel free to reach out, collaborate. That's what it's all about. So without any further ado, we're gonna jump right into this. We got the Unspoken Truth going up against 93 Chris. Both producers have 60 seconds. Drop your beat, after which time the judges will give it finger number 1 or number 2. And that producer will take that round. And we move on throughout the night. All right, so hopefully no one gets a 3. We don't want no tiebreakers, man. We have that enough with the crowd judging, a bunch of tiebreakers. So without any further ado, the Unspoken Truth. Want to hear what truth you got to say. You got 60 seconds to do it. And the beats are going to do the talking for you. 60 seconds, let's go. right, so that is the opening beat from the Unspoken Truth. He had to say his piece, so he got to say his piece. Next, we got 93 Chris. Let's see what you got to say in response to that. You got 60 seconds to do the talking. Let's get it.
93 skr.
All right. 93 Chris, Unspoken Truth. You guys had a chance to get that first round of beats off your chest. So let's see what the judges think about that first round. See who got the first round. Any words you want to offer to the producers? It's all good.
I think I'll go with number one.
All right.
I'm gonna go with number one. I don't really have much to say in regards to critiquing it. The drums were clean. I liked them. You know what I mean? I think there was more going on than number two. I mean, so good arrangement and everything. That's me.
And I would go with one as well because of the energy compared to number two. But I would say for number one is when you're actually adding in those extra guitars and stuff, watch your mix. They don't have to be as loud. You can actually try blending them in a little bit lower because it was kind of like a little, it was a little shocker for me. So try to fix your blending on like when those really live guitars or whatever that was that came in your arrangement. That's the only thing. Other than that, yeah, two was good too, but compared to the energy of this is a battle. So compared to the energy of number one, it was a little bit slower. I expected it, like from the intro, I thought it was going to be a little bit faster, but it moved a little bit. With it's in the now. It's what you guys do now anyway. So I get it, but yeah, let me cut it off. One.
All right. So number one is taking that one. Melly, anything you want to say to that one?
Well, actually, the funny thing is, I actually went for two.
Okay, fair enough.
But that was mainly because I more looked at it like between the two, like two, even though it was more slow pace, and this is like a beat battle. Like I just naturally gravitated more towards two rhythmically, if that makes any sense.
Okay, all right. So we got 2 votes for one, 1 for 2, which is all good. One takes the first round.
One takes it.
One takes the first one, but it's it's a good look that another producer still got a vote in. So let's see what we do for the second round. Unspoken Truth, second beat, 60 seconds. Let's get it. Right, just when I was starting to get into the opera vibe, time runs out. All right, so we're gonna go to 93 Chris real quick, see what you got to say in response to that. This could wrap, actually, well, it ain't gonna wrap it up, but potentially this could be the end of the round. So we'll see what you got to say if you redeem yourself or not after this beat. 60 seconds.
93 sir, sir.
All right. That was the response from 93 Chris. Let's see if that was enough to keep him in the race or not. We're going to go to the judges and find out. Producer number 1 is The Unspoken Truth. Producer number 2 is 93 Chris. I see a 2 so far from Too Rude. I see a 2. I see 2s around the board. So DJ Chris, 93 Chris has brung himself back alive. You still in the races. So we're going to go to a round 3. Anybody tuning in, up in the top left corner, we got Too Rude, Rudimental Records. Top right is Why Not Soundsmith. And in the center, you got Millennius from Tone Mason. These are the judges for tonight. This is Beat Economy 1000. One of these 16 producers will be walking home with the bag tonight. $1,000 cash, USD. So anybody tuning in, if you think you're ready to battle, just hit us up on the website, battleofthebeatmakers.com. With that being said, let's go to round 3. The Unspoken Truth is going first. Once again, third beat. Let's see if this is going to be the end of it or not. 60 seconds. Let's do it. So that was the third beat from The Unspoken Truth. I heard almost like a Motherless Child, Ghostface Killer vibe in that beat right there. That was nice. That was nice. All right, 93 Chris, this is the moment of truth. This beat is either going to make you or break you. Let's see what you got. 60 seconds. Let's get it.
93 skirt, skirt.
Very interesting round. Very interesting round. Very interesting round.
I know what I'm gonna go with though.
Do you see what's up? The number 1 was very nice. Number 1 definitely reminded me of some old stuff that Mos Def would rap over and stuff like that. And the second was extremely unique. It was very, very unique. It's different. It had a little bit of the future in there. I like it. I liked it a
Yeah.
lot. So I'm gonna go with number 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna
We
go with number 1.
got 2 and we got 1.
Oh yeah, I
Uh,
already had put my one up, so
Okay,
go
okay,
number 1.
okay.
uh,
Any more
yeah,
feedback? Because it was a tough round, but any more feedback for the
yeah.
producers?
Like I like number 2. Don't get me wrong. It's like a turn up beat. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
in regards to quality of the production, it was number 1 for me. It sounded more cohesive. Like it sounded more put
absolutely.
together to me.
Like even with
You know what
number
I mean?
1, I'll be honest with you. Like even with number 1, I liked that one out of the. How do you say that producer's name? Like how do you say his name?
The unspoken truth.
The Unspoken Truth. Yeah. So yeah, I like that one the best out of the 3 for sure. That one sounded more confident. I liked it
Mhm.
Okay. A
for
tough
sure.
round, but
So
unspoken
yeah,
truth takes that one. He is the
capture the
first.
vibe too.
Right. So
The
he's the
whole
first.
vibe.
He's the
So
first producer making his way to the top 8 for tonight. Shout out 93 Chris. You did your thing. It wasn't a clean sweep. You got one beat in, and you still got votes.
yeah.
Even for the rounds you lost, you still got some votes in. So that's a
Good
good
job.
look. No
Yeah.
clean sweeps. You put your work in. So shout out to 93 Chris. First time on the platform, getting busy. Unspoken truth will be moving on, and right about now we'll be moving on. Up next we got DJ Hilton versus Sugar Brown Productions. DJ Hilton representing Switzerland. Sugar Brown. Let's see where Sugar Brown is representing. If you in the chat, Sugar Brown, what city you representing? Sugar Brown's representing Minnesota. Shout out to Minnesota. So DJ Hilton's gonna be going first. 60 seconds. I already know the drill. Let's get it.
I know you like it juicy, hot dog.
All right, so that's the first beat from DJ Hilton. Getting a
Okay.
vibe. We see how you feeling over there in Switzerland. We see what's going on over there. All right, let's see what Minnesota has to say. Sugar Brown Productions, first beat of the night. 60 seconds. Let's get it.
Sugar Brown produced this.
Right, so that is the response to DJ Hilton from Sugar Brown Productions. I'm gonna go to the judges, see what they think about that first round. Hilton and Sugar Brown.
I go
Well, number
for
1.
one.
Number
Has
one.
more energy. Number 1 had more energy.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And
Got ones all
They're both
around the
dope.
board. All right, fair enough. Goes that way sometimes, but it's not over yet. We still got another round. We still might have another 2 rounds. Second beat from DJ Hilton. See what you got.
I know you like it juicy, hit tongue.
All right, so that was the Griselda. I mean, that was the beat from DJ Hilton. All
That one
right,
was pretty. That one was hard.
let's see
That
what
one was
Sugar
hard.
Brown Productions has to say in response to that. Sugar Brown Productions, 60 seconds, second beat. Let's do
Yeah.
it. Felt too short, man. Like I was wishing it was a little longer, but 60 seconds
That
is
one
the
had a
time
vibe.
limit. Yeah, 60 seconds is the time limit, so it is what it is. We got to just take what we can get. So, with that being said, this could be the end of the road for one producer or not. Could be going to a round 3, but we're gonna hear from the judges and see what they think about that round.
First one though. Beat one though.
Man.
Got to beat one already.
Yeah, definitely beat one though.
Man.
I'm gonna rock
got-
with two.
You gonna hear beat one again? Man,
I'm
you
gonna
can
go with
Hey, beat
Gotta
one.
beat. We gotta beat
Beat
one
two
vote.
was
We gotta
dope.
beat 2 vote.
Beat
Beat two was dope. It had a great
dope.
vibe, but beat
Yes.
one,
Yes.
like
Beat one was
ooh.
dope, but I'm a rock with two.
All right. So
I
we
will
got,
say two was good. Two was good. Two was good, like good enough to like take away from the energy of beat one. But I remember how beat one sounded. Like, no, beat one.
right. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got
But
one.
beat two
We
is
got
dope,
one
but-
each. We got one for one. We got one for two. It's all in Why Not's hands right now.
Well,
Drum roll.
Hey, yo,
Come
I
on,
was loving
birthday
both of them.
beats. Birthday
I loving
beats.
both of them. But one's taking it from me, man.
Okay,
One's
so
taking it
that's-
from me.
That's what it
One,
is.
It-
one felt good. but
Damn, I like number
was
two.
dope. Number
Right.
two
I-
was wavy. Like I
Number
said,
two
big
was
up to the-
wavy. It was clean. I
Yeah,
loved
yeah.
it. I like,
Yeah,
like
man.
it's a nice vibe, boy.
Right.
Put
Battling.
it this
I
way,
have
it
to go with
almost. I'm sorry, my bad. But yeah, it almost took away from. Like I said, it literally. That's one of those beats where it was really good. Number two, where it did take away from number one. But like the thing is, we didn't forget number one though. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's like I like that. Number two was dope. It had a wavy vibe, but number one
Okay.
took that mouth.
Yeah, one just
Good
edged
round, though.
over it. Just because
Dope
it
round.
hit. Just because it
Yeah, man.
knocked.
That was a good round.
And that sample
Yeah,
was
man.
dope.
Right.
Number
right,
two was
right,
clean.
right.
though,
Yeah,
man. I
it was
really
real.
liked
It was very tight
nice.
too.
Yeah.
Everything tied in together really nice, like in regards to like the direction that producer went.
Right.
Like you could really feel that. But number two was really good vibe wise too, because like it was really wavy enough to like take away the energy from number one. But number one had to take that one though.
Right. All
We got
right.
both of them
So
though.
there it goes. Sugar Brown Productions definitely got your respect on the platform. Judges were definitely feeling it. They just thought DJ Hilton just added that extra oomph that just got him over. So DJ Hilton will be moving on to the top 8. But once again, shout out to Sugar Brown. Shout out to Minnesota. Minnesota's always been heavy with production. So shout out to the whole Minnesota area.
Big of Minnesota.
But we're gonna keep it moving, and right along next we got the man with many styles versus
Yeah,
Jadik
George
or
Floyd.
Jadic.
Was it.
Let's hear what he does this time. Let's go, bro.
All right, so the
Come
man
on.
with many styles going first, 60 seconds. Let's see what you got. the man with many styles digging into that other chamber. Got many different chambers he can draw from. So we started off with that kind of like them timbre drums. But let's see what Jadic has to say in response to that. You got 60 seconds, Jadic. Let's see what you got. Right, so that was the response from Jadic, and to be clear, that was not the judges sucking their teeth, kissing their teeth at you. That was the beat. That was in the beat. Just to be clear.
Yeah.
All right, so you heard 60 seconds from the man with many styles. You heard Jadic. Let's see what the judges think about those two beats.
1.
All right, we got a 1 up. Root is 1. All right, well there it
I
goes.
guess that clears it. Yeah. I was indecisive at the moment, but yeah, I guess that kills it.
I got to go with the creativity of number 1. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Number 2 was monotonous.
All right.
Yeah, it got really. Yeah, exactly. There's at one point it was like, all right, drinks.
All right, so man with many styles taking the first one. Let's see what he does for the second one. 60 seconds. Let's go. So that was the second beat from the man with many styles. Nice jazzy vibe. Let's see what Jadic has to say in response to that. 60 seconds. Let's see if you're going to redeem yourself right now. Let's do it. There you have it. That is the final two beats from the second beat from the man with many styles and Jadic. We're going to go to the judges real quick. We're going to find out, is this the end of the road for one of these producers, or we go into a round 3? Got a vote for 2 so far. We got a vote for 2 so far. So Jadic is still in the races. This pushes us to a round 3.
I was going for number 1.
Number 1 was dope. It was jazzy, but if you're in the comments, just plug your sound, kid. The
Mm.
way that beat flipped up so many times. Come listening to it, I'm like, wait, why does it sound like like those demos that you hear like when you like listen to sound kits or like even like when you're on Splice. Come listen to it, I'm like, damn, this guy's like flipping many styles. I get it, but it sounds like
Man, you should change the name to Many Ideas because yeah,
yo,
about a million
it was
ideas.
dope. Like I had me like,
in
wait,
one.
it's like
No,
do what
but
you
it's
call
like
with a sound kit. But
it's
yeah.
discipline. And you know what? I would say that the reason why I can't trip because I've been there. So
Yeah.
there comes a time to when you learn to discipline yourself. All the ideas is every day, and you want everybody to hear everything, but there's a way to smoothen out those transitions and make them work. And you
Yeah.
have to learn how to really pick the best one and go with that one. Go with your gut and focus on the main one that you're riding with. Use some of the extra ones as little fills or something like that to give you an idea of how to, if you want people to hear everything. But sometimes things is overdone, and yeah, that last one, I couldn't stay there. There's too much happening. I had
So
to get
so
out of it.
so let me ask a question based on that, because usually we say in beat battle
Yeah.
beats specifically, you have to have transitions, something to keep people on edge. Would you suggest that those three ideas, let's just say there's three different vibes in that beat, would you say make three different beats as opposed to trying to blend them all in one?
Um, no, not
Oh
like
yeah, I'll let you
the
go.
beat
Yeah.
battle. Like I've heard someone like look at. Remember we had 10A,
Right,
10A,
right,
10A
right, right,
he would have 3, 4, 5, 6
right,
beats in one,
right.
but the transitions and the
Okay,
way that was done, it was yeah, you could hear the difference of what was going on with one beat down to
right,
beat two, down to beat three. But
right.
this is just one beat, then things is popping in here and the arrangement and thing.
Okay,
And it's just like, whoa, okay,
Yeah.
where we going? And then
okay,
sometimes for me, I'm like, okay, is it the pitch? Does he need to mess with Serato and know line up all the pitches with all the sounds coming in? I'm not sure. I can't say. Right.
right.
But for me,
Yeah, because like it's not really even to put like the producer like on blast, not to really say
we're
it was
not
more in the
dissing you,
sense where
bro.
it's
This
like
is
it
how you
was
grow.
noticeable.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like it was noticeable where it's like the transition sound like a beat switch up more than an actual transition into another part of the beat.
Okay,
So like that's why I was like it was noticeable. It's like, oh wait. That's why I was like, okay, you might as well just use this as like a demo for like a sound kit he has coming out good or he or she has coming out where it's like they're more focused on, okay, this is my sax sound kit. You know what I'm saying? Because the sax is mainly strong in a lot of that, like those change ups, but that's what it more sounded like more than different transitions into a next part of the beat. It just sounded
Let me
like it's
say
going
one
into
more
the
thing
next
though.
beat.
I'm gonna say this. Like for him, I hear his potential. I hear, like I said it the last time, and like I know who he is even now. So I hear his potential. So now, even when he does get it and discipline and really has everything, like you got to watch out because he's coming with it. I hear his potential. You know what I mean? So we've all been. I know I've been there. So with your potential, you have a lot of potential. You're really good, but just learn how to discipline those things. You'll get it. You'll figure out what we're talking about.
all right, all right.
Yeah.
Some gems being dropped. So yeah, you guys could take that to heart. Some stuff to help improve whatever area you might need a little improvement in. But we're gonna go to the third beat from the man with many styles. See what you got. Maybe you have all that figured out, and you're just playing us along like a fiddle, and you got it all
Oh,
ready for beat number three. So let's find out. 60 seconds. The man with many styles. Let's go.
give it to me.
Drop it down low. Drop it down low. Drop it down low. Drop it down low. Drop it down low.
All right, all right, all right. We hear you, we hear you, we hear you. Let's go to Jadick and see how this final round is gonna play out. So Jadek, third beat, first round, 60 seconds. Let's get it. Right, interesting round, interesting round, interesting round. Let's go to the judges and find out who's making their way to the top 8. Producer number 1 is the man with many styles. He got a win. Jadek is producer number 2. He got a win. And one of them is going to get the final win. You guys want to give an explanation? Oh, too late. I was going to say give an explanation before you give your number, but we already got one for Jadek. Got one for Jadek.
Shit.
I just like the vibe.
Hold on, Rude. Your mic is off. Still off.
We see.
Can't
Okay,
hear
okay.
you.
There we go.
Energy wise, I was
there you
gonna
go.
say 1.
Okay, so we got a 2 and we got a 1. 1 gets it for energy wise. 2 gets it for what?
Vibe, man.
5. All right. So we got the vibe for 2. We got the energy for 1. Melanius, it's on you.
Let's go another round.
I would say that to go another round, but to keep it fair, I've found myself catching more of the vibe of the second beat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm going to assume
like,
that means
shit.
number 2 gets the.
Give me another.
I'm assuming number 2 got the vote based on that.
Is that a number?
He
Is
said,
that a
that's what
2?
he said. That's what he said.
It's not a definitive, but I'm gonna.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna
My apologies. That's what I said. That number 2.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, shout out to the man with many styles.
Yeah.
You got a long, solid piece of advice and whatnot. So hopefully you can take with that, marinate on that, and bring that for the next battle. But a little, there was some feedback just around, I guess, the gluing it together, the transitions. It's cool to have those transitions, but just gluing it together might be something to, keep in mind. Because I for one always push for like a decade transitions and beat battles, but that's even more intensely when you're on stage. Online is a little different with transitions, but on stage you must have that element of surprise. So we try to give that same advice for online, but again, you gotta glue that together. So that's kind of the
definitely
feedback.
keep the change ups keep the change ups obviously involved in all the beats that you run, but like still keep that whole cohesiveness, the ideal of cohesiveness in mind when you want to make sure the transitions and the switch ups make sense, other than just being there for exhibit. Make it just sound like it's supposed to be there. Then okay, here, look what I can do. Because we're already hearing what you can do. It's just how you do it. So like, yeah, definitely keep that in mind when just doing different kind of transitions where they're blatantly different, but it sounds like a different beat. Like you can have like different like beats where it sounds like you're doing a switch up, but like like as a producer, like you'll know what makes sense and what feels right, and how like a person will be able to, or have an idea of how a person will be able to perceive it. But yeah, other than that, both of them are dope.
Right, so we're gonna keep it moving, keep it grooving. Up next, we got the man First Al representing the Wild Wild West of California versus King Barry. King Barry, where you representing? King Barry is from Ireland. So we got Cali versus Ireland in this battle. Of course, none of that matters to the judges. They're gonna vote based on the doper beat. But First Al's going up first since he's first. 60 seconds. Let's see what you got.
You're my moonlight.
We heard you from Cali.
I like the sample choice though.
Okay.
Big. I haven't heard that song in years. Big
Okay.
sample choice though, but nice flip. All right, next one.
Okay.
Heard you all the way from Cali, man.
Yeah.
All right, next up we got King Bari. King Bari, let's see what you got. First beat, 60 seconds. Let's get it.
Yo, KB.
All right, so that was the response from King Bari. We're gonna go to the judges and find out who took the first round, and we're gonna go from there.
That's
So-
Number one.
First Style is producer number one. First Style got
Yeah.
that first one.
It's a good pair up, but yeah.
I feel like number one, he condensed a lot of the moments into 60 seconds.
Yeah.
If he like lengthened out the sections, the segments to the beat,
Right.
like it was something to ride to. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I liked it. It was creative.
Right, fair enough. So First Style's taking the first one. Second beat from both producers, 60 seconds. First Style going first. Let's do it. All right, so that is the second beat coming from Cali, not playing no games. King Bari, let's see what you got to say. This is the beat. This is the moment of truth, as we say. 60 seconds. Let's see how you do. Let's see if you redeem yourself. Let's get it.
Yo, KB.
All right, so that is the second beat from First Style, second beat from King Bari. Gonna go to the judges and we're gonna find out. We're going to a round three, or does the road end right here?
Go Styles, boy.
Okay, so it
that
is
was
what
a
it
slap.
is. First Styles taking that one a clean sweep, but shout out to
backhand
King
slap
Bari.
with the
Shout out
dust
to King
attached.
Bari. Definitely shout out to King Bari. Any feedback you want to give for King Bari or even for First Style?
I really like the intro of that second beat. It's beautiful. I just think that the drums just needed to give it something to push it over the edge there.
Right.
But I like melodically it was great. The first one, I can't critique it really. It was good. It was dope. I really liked it. It hit.
Yeah, it had a
drums
lot.
are hard.
It had a lot of impact. Like,
Oh,
yeah, and a lot of well, I guess in comparison to the two, it had a lot more moments that sounded more like, yeah, like I had a lot more going on, but like still, like
Arrangement wise, everything.
yeah, sonically it was like more engaging.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of them were dope though. Both of them had a vibe.
okay.
But
Shout
yeah, the
out.
first one for sure.
Dope. So, Mr. California will be moving on to the top 8 first aisle. Shout out to Ireland. Shout out to all the producers in Ireland. Shout out to Cornell Shaw from Ireland, young
Major
producer
shout
who's
out
dope
to
out
Ireland.
there.
I love Irish
He's dope.
people. Well, let's
He's
go.
dope.
And also
You
shout out
know-
to Unknown in the chat. Unknown just dropped I believe it's a
Sorry,
sample
Mike.
pack. I believe it's a sample
Yes.
pack. You can clarify that for us, sir, in the chat. He did that with my man Jazz Feezy, Toronto's own. So
Sick.
take a look at that, check that out, hit him up on IG and whatnot.
Sick,
All right,
sick,
so we're
sick.
gonna keep it
Unknown.
moving. Kid Marvel versus Civilian, aka Dr. Brain, is up next. Kid Marvel representing North Carolina, Civilian, the Dr. Brain representing Arizona. So we're gonna see what it is. Kid Marvel's gonna go up first. He got 60 seconds to do what he do, and we're gonna find out from the judges. It is what it is. All right, 60 seconds, Kid Marvel. Let's get it. All right, so that's the opening beat from Kid Marvel. Let's see what Civilian, aka Dr. Brain, has to say in response to that. 60 seconds. Dr. Brain, let's do it. All right, so that is the response from Civilian, aka Dr. Brain. Kid Marvel is producer number 1. Civilian, aka Dr. Brain, is producer number 2. Judges, what say you? Got a 1 from Too Rude.
I'm gonna go with 2.
We got a 2 from Why Not. I see you scratching. I don't know if that's actually a 1. That's a 1. All right, so 1 got that one. Kid Marvel's taking the first one, but it's not over yet. We still got another chance to redeem himself. But Kid Marvel's gonna go first. Second beat, 60 seconds. Let's get it. All right, so that's the second beat from Kid Marvel. Let's see what Civilian, aka Dr. Brain, has to say in response to that. 60 seconds. Let's get it. Right, Civilian, aka Dr. Brain, his second beat of the night. You heard Kid Marvel, that's producer number 1. Civilian, aka Dr. Brain, producer number 2. Judges, what say you? Who is joining us in the top 8 tonight? Or does it go to a round 3?
That's a tough one.
Got a
Oof.
2. We got a 2. We got a 2. Got another 2. All right, so we are going to
There you go.
round 3.
Yo, why not? What you gotta say? All I heard was
That was a tough one. That was,
Yeah, it was
It
tough.
was, but it
First one
was
was
it
nice,
was a
but
tough
then
one. But like, yo, honestly, the second one,
the creativity is lovely. The space.
the mellowness caught me more with the
Yeah.
second one. Like, since they both pretty much were kind of, well, not as parallel, but pretty much in the same lane. But like, yeah, the second one caught me more on a.
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't as like exciting as energy wise, like it's still some beats do that. You know what I'm saying?
And the
They'll
first one
hit.
was really nice though. The first beat was nice, but
Yeah, I'm saying.
the space and the creativity, like both producers are nice. Let's get to
Yeah, both. Yeah, that was a
let's get
good
to the
round.
next round. Let's
That was a
go.
good round.
All right.
The only thing
That
I'll
was a
say,
good
out of 2 laid back beats, I had to go with what was more technical. I had to
Yeah.
start kind of getting a little deeper.
Right,
So the
fair
second
enough.
one did it for me. Yeah.
I would agree.
Yeah, that's
All
what I
right.
was saying. Like, even with the other one, the second one, like there was more of like the waviness of it caught me more than the technicality of it. But yeah, both dope beats.
All right, so
Mellow
we're
as
going
hell, but
to
both
a
dope.
round 3, third beat from Kid Marvel, 60 seconds. See what you got. Right, so that is the third beat from Kid Marvel. Let's see what Civilian, aka Dr. Brain, has to say for his third beat. 60 seconds. Let's see what's going on. before the judges even say something, producers know you got 60 seconds. It was 50 seconds in before the drums started to kick in. So just be mindful of the time. You're working with 60 seconds here.
Yeah,
Judges,
producers that rap and decide to send the track versions of the beats that they're trying to choose.
Yeah. Okay. So we're up for vote right now.
right.
Oh yeah.
All right. So I got one on that one. I got one.
One sounds like there's, I don't know, man. Like there was hit potential in it. It somewhere. Like
sound like top 40 type of.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that
Potentially.
sounds
like some new Phil Collins type vibes, right? So
it sounded almost like, yeah, it sounded kind of worldly. Like there's a lot of potential in track one.
Yeah, that's big.
Yeah.
The second one sounded like it'd be an album cut if we could hear the rest of it.
A really dope laid back album cut, but number one had the everything was there in the first, at least first 15 seconds, everything was there. And like melodically too, it sounds like there's like a hit somewhere in there. Like
there is.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Featuring Phil Collins or some stuff like that. Yeah.
It could have been dope, but
that might nuts on the toms and
that
shit?
might have hit later at the 1.30 point or the 1.20, but unfortunately you just got 60 seconds. So
yeah, number two was dope, but
that's all it was. Doesn't take away from the beat. It's just dealing with the time restraints. You got to work that time a little differently. But shout out to Civilian, aka Dr. Brain.
Dexter Daps on number one. Dexter Daps. If you don't know who Dexter Daps is, shame on you. But he's a Jamaican artist. Yeah,
right.
You see him killing.
Had some hit potential on it.
Sure. Right. Shout out to Arizona once again, Civilian, and shout out to Kid Marvel moving on to the top 8, North Carolina representing. All right, we're gonna keep it moving right along. I think if I'm not mistaken, we got a continental battle going on right here. Toshi Bedford representing Nigeria. Rick Fingers representing South Africa. So we got a continental battle. We're gonna see
who will be the new continental.
We're gonna find out which line is really the king. So we're gonna start with Toshi Bedford. 60 seconds, first beat of the night. Let's do it. So that is the first beat. Let me see if I'm saying this right. Toshi Bedford. Got to put the proper pronunciation. Shout out to my Nigerian fam. All right, so that's Toshi. First beat. Second beat is Rick Fingers. Let's see what you got. Rick Fingers, 60 seconds. All the way from South Africa. Let's do it.
Okay, wait.
good matchup. That's a good matchup. That's a dope matchup. The Continental Battle, the West African, the South African, Tochi Bedford versus Rick Fingers. Let's go to the judges and find out who takes the first round and why.
I'm going with 2.
I go with 1.
Okay, so we got 1 each. 1, 2, 1, 1. And we got
No,
another
2.
2. So Rick
2.
Fingers is taking the first one. I don't know if the South Side
Yeah.
Sirens got it for you, but
I wasn't. That's the thing. That was one of the ones where I was like, nah, I couldn't do it.
Right, right.
Let Southside keep his horn. Let Southside keep his horns.
Okay, all right. Let's go to the second one. It's not over yet. We still got another round. We might still have a best of 3. Anything can happen. So second beat from Tochi Bedford. Let's do it. Nice. All right, feeling that. Let's see what Rick Fingers has to say in response to that. 60 seconds, Rick Fingers. Let's get it. All right, so that was the second outing from Tochi Bedford and Rick Fingers. Judges, what say you?
I have to go with 1. 1 had that. Like, I felt like I was on the island. All it
I
was
was at
Okay.
home in Africa.
all
Right.
it was. Well, honestly, all it was missing was like the shore sounds.
Mm.
Like I was actually there for a second.
Right.
No, I like that one.
It
One
was a
was hard.
vibe.
He took us to
One had
He
me-
took us to a DeVito video.
Took me there. I almost
Right.
forgot. I almost forgot we were doing a battle right there. That
Right,
one was a good one.
right.
But the second one was dope too. But the first one took me
All right.
somewhere, yo.
So we tied at 1 apiece. So this beat will determine the fate of which of these 2 producers are going to the top 8. Tochi Bedford is producer number 1. Rick Fingers producer number 2. Third beat from Tochi Bedford. Let's get it. Right, so that is the third beat from Tochi Bedford. People in the chat wilding out saying Rick Fingers has a name that the ladies will never forget. Okay,
Okay.
We hear you.
That's
We
what's
hear
going
you.
on.
We
That's
hear
what's
you.
going on. All right. All right.
Oh,
All
drip
right.
All right.
fingers.
Rick Fingers, let's see if the name is enough to get you over. Third beat, 60 seconds. Let's do it.
A woman was made to be loved.
All right. So this is going to determine which line is the king. Is it Nigeria, Tochi Bedford, or is it South Africa, Rick Fingers? Judges, what say you?
Rick Fingers woke
Rick
me up,
Fingers.
bro. Thank
All
you.
right. We got a two. We got a 2 vote in for Rick Fingers. We got another 2 vote in. So Rick Fingers is taking that. Shout out to Tochi Bedford representing Nigeria, doing it
I'm
properly.
drinking.
Yeah.
Enjoy my drink.
Much love to Nigeria. They definitely going crazy with it. Afrobeat is like just took over everything right now. So shout out to
Indeed.
Nigeria
man.
doing their
Yeah.
thing. I mean, hopefully we have Tochi Bedford back in another battle, whether it's 200, 500, or 1,000. Once again, this is Beat Economy 1,000. $1,000 is the cash prize tonight. Be illustrious judges. Top left is Too Rude, Rudimental Records. Top right is Why Not. I was gonna say Millennius. Why Not Soundsmith, and in the center is Millennius Tone Mason. So these are the judges for tonight. Anybody that's just tuning in.
You.
And we're down to the last 2 matchups before we get to the top 8. So shout out to Tochi, shout out to Rick Fingers. Rick Fingers moving on to the top 8. Next up, we got Naweed versus Jay Quest and Dooch. But I'll say Dooch for right now until I'm corrected. So Naweed is going first. You got 60 seconds. Let's see what you got. People in the chat already shouting out Naweed. So let's see if you're gonna live up to the hype. 60 seconds. Let's do it.
Now weed on the beat. All right, so that was the opening beat from Naweed, living up to the hype. Let's see if Jay Quest and Dooch can respond to that. 60 seconds. Let's get it. that was the response from J Quest and Dooch. Gonna go to the judges real quick. We're gonna find out if it's producer number 1 Naweed or producer number 2 J Quest and Dooch taking the first round. Got a 1 from Too Rude.
I got one.
All right.
I got one.
Naweed is taking the first round, but it is not over. Anything you want to add to that? Or are we just moving right into the second round?
Yeah, with number 1, though the intro was a little slow for me, I don't know, just the energy of the beat hit a little harder for me than number 2 did. I think it was a good matchup. It was a good matchup, but number 1 for me, it just hit like a little harder. You know
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna keep it moving. Second beat from Naweed, 60 seconds. Let's do it.
Naweed on the beat.
Naweed living up to the hype.
Good.
Naweed living up to the hype. J Quest and Dooch, let's see what you got to say in response to that. 60 seconds. Let's see what you got. Hell of a matchup. Hell of a matchup. That was the second beat from J Quest and Dooch. You heard from Naweed. He's producer number 1. J Quest and Dooch, producer number 2. You're going to have a round 3, or does it end right here? Let's find out from the judges.
Yeah.
Got a 1.
I can't even vote that.
I'm gonna go with 2.
Yeah,
with a
yeah,
2?
for
Was
real.
that a 2? Okay,
2.
so we got
Yeah,
a 1 and
you
we got a
good.
2. You got a 2. Okay, so we
I'm
go
gonna
into
go
a
with
round
2.
3. That IG Magini just took it over, man.
Yeah,
Genie-
off
the
the strength of that flip. It was a unique flip,
The
man.
genie
Alright.
worked the magic on that one. All right,
Off
we
the
ain't
strength
mad
of the
at you.
flip, man.
Now we came
I don't
heavy,
know.
but J Quest had a proper
He
response.
did.
So let's see what we got for the third beat. Now we third beat. Let's do it.
Naweed on the beat.
Right, so that is the third beat from Nawi. Let's see what the third beat from J Quest and Dooch sounds like. And we're gonna find out who gets to the top 8 tonight. 60 seconds, let's get it. All right, so that was the response from J Quest and Dooch. We're gonna go to the judges and we're gonna find out which of these two producers are going to the top 8. One will and one will not. Judges, what say you?
Mm.
We got 1 for producer number 1.
Damn.
That's a dope that's a dope battle when you
Yeah.
got the judges pondering like that. That's salute to both producers in advance. Whichever producer takes it or doesn't take it, salute to both of y'all. You got the judges at a
That's the thing. They were
standstill.
both kind of like similar.
They were
No.
that soldier shit, and I mean,
Yeah, like sonically, like that's the thing. Like I'm trying to.
In tempo. One was a little bit more up in movement.
I'm okay. I'll go. I might have to go with 1 because I guess maybe better sound selection in comparison to the 2.
They both were dope.
they were both. They both were
Yeah.
though, bro.
But they both have. That's the thing. I'm trying to find what grabbed me more out of the 2 though. And I think that's not an easy number 1 or 2.
We know you.
Yeah. It really wasn't.
I'll stick with 1.
Okay, so now Weed is taking that one, moving on to the top 8. Salute to J Quest and Dooch. The fact you had the judges at a standstill, which means it could have went either way. So it was very, very close, almost a tie. But unfortunately, one producer has to move forward. So you could almost take it like it was almost a tie. You know what I mean? So shout out to J Quest and Dooch. J Quest and Dooch representing North Carolina. North Carolina representing well tonight. You had Kid Marvel also holding it down for North Carolina. So shout out to that region, Carolinas. Now Weed representing Mississauga, moving on to the top 8. And we're down to the last. We are down to the last matchup for round 1. Trep Star versus Movement, and then we'll be down to the cutthroat rounds where we're just gonna chop our way down to the finals real quick. So Trep Star going first, 60 seconds. Let's do it.
I think I might be a fool. I think I might be a fool.
I think I might be a fool.
I think I might be a fool.
All right, so that's the first beat from Trep Star as we wind down round 1. We got Movement up next. 60 seconds from Movement, first beat of the night. Let's see what you got. so that was the response from Movement. Well, we're gonna go to the judges. We're gonna find out, is it producer number 1 or is it producer number 2? Got Pennsylvania versus Massachusetts. So it's a Massachusetts versus Pennsylvania thing going on here tonight. Let's see. We got a 1 from Too Rude. Got another one of those tough matchups. Oh, we got a 2. And so it's a 1 apiece.
I'll go 1.
1. All right. So
Second one was
Trapstar.
cool, but it kind of lost me near the end.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. So Trapstar is getting the first one. Second beat, 60 seconds. Trapstar, let's do it.
I'ma turn it up and then I'm gonna take it down. I'ma turn it up. I'ma turn it up. Turn it up. Turn it up. Turn it up. Turn it up.
All right. So that is the second beat from Trapstar. We're going to find out what Movement has to say in response to that. Last matchup for the first round. 60 seconds from Movement. Second beat. Let's do it. Right, so that's the second beat from Movement. Let's see if that's enough to keep him in the races, or does it end right here? Judges, what say you? Producer number 1 is Trapstar. Producer number 2 is Movement. See how we moving. We got a 1. We got a 2. We got a 1. So Trapstar is moving on. That's a clean sweep. But shout out to Movement. Shout out to
The
Movement.
beat sounded familiar.
All right, so shout out to Pennsylvania. Movement doing his thing, but right now, Trapstar is taking that one. So Trapstar will be joining us in the top 8, representing Massachusetts. And we're going to rock right into it. We're not even going to waste no time with the intermission. We're just going to jump right into the top 8. So remaining, we have The Unspoken Truth. We have DJ Hilton. We have Jaddick. We have First Owl. We have Kid Marvel. We have Rick Fingers. We got Naweed. And we got Trapstar. A very dope lineup of 8 producers. It's cutthroat, so it's just 1 beat apiece. And we're just not going to waste no time. We're just going to jump right into it. So The Unspoken Truth against DJ Hilton is how we starting this round off. Unspoken Truth, 60 seconds. Let's get it.
Move of emotion, they drunk at their problems. They you was on road and they started. She know this cause she is the same. She's trying to stop playing games. Heard you Ragoon in the bitch. Whoa, swear my dog.
All right, so that is the second round beat from The Unspoken Truth. Once again, this is Cutthroat. That's your only beat for this round. There was no redeeming yourself. So hopefully you all chose the right beat for this round. DJ Hilton, 60 seconds. See what you got. Right, so that is the first or the only beat from both producers. Second round, Cutthroat. One of these producers is gonna move to the top 4, and that's how it goes. Producer number 1 is The Unspoken Truth. Producer number 2, DJ Hilton. Judges, what say you? We got a 1 for The Unspoken Truth. We got a 2 for DJ Hilton, and we got a 2 for DJ Hilton. DJ Hilton is moving on to the top 4. All the ways over from Switzerland, but shout out to The Unspoken Truth. Definitely doing your thing. Pretty tight battle. You still got a vote in there, so that's always a good thing to get a vote representing the UK. So that was a European battle right there, UK versus Switzerland. But Switzerland takes it. DJ Hilton's moving on to the top 4. Next up, we got Jadek versus First Owl. Jadek is going first. 60 seconds, Jadek. See what you got. So that is the opening beat for the second round for Jadek. His only shot to fire for this round. First Owl, let's see what you got to say in response to that. 60 seconds representing Cali. Let's do it. So what do you do when a producer tells you he's perfect in the beat? All right. Let's go to the judges and find out.
Like, let me just get that across.
All right. Let's go to the judges.
That definitely had a bop though. Number 2 for sure.
All right. So we got 1 vote for 2.
I got 2.
We got a 2.
You win.
Yeah.
And 2 moves on to the next round. Representing Cali. Shout out to Jadik, definitely doing your thing. You got
Absolutely.
got some love
Yeah,
in
man.
the chat. You got some love from the
There you go.
judges. You got some love from me. So shout out to you for doing it, and even just for making it to the second round, which is a feat in
100%.
itself.
Absolutely.
You had a battle through a best of 3 just to get here. So shout out to you for that.
Yeah, man, big up.
Keeping it moving, we're gonna get to North Carolina versus Rick Fingers is representing South Africa. So,
Ladies' choice.
let's see. The ladies' choice. Yes, yes, yes.
Drip
Same
fingers.
guys.
Woo!
Ladies' choice.
Big ol' head, boy.
All right, so Kid Marvel, you going first. 60 seconds. See what you got. Let's do it. All right, so that was the first beat from Kid Marble, the only beat for second round. So see if that was enough to get him through. But first, you got to see what Rick Fingers has in store. 60 seconds, Rick Fingers. See if you got enough to get you through to the top 4 or not. Let's do it.
Okay, wait.
All right, so that was the response all the way from South Africa. Let's see what the judges think. Kid Marvel, producer number 1. Rick Fingers, producer number 2. Let's see who's making it to the top 4. Judges, what say you? Got a 2 in there. Got 1, 2.
Two out of
So
bop. I'm not gonna lie.
all
Two
right,
out of bop.
so there it
Two
is.
out of
So
bop.
Rick Fingers is moving on to the top 4. Shout out
I'll just give
to
one a shout out anyway.
Absolutely.
yeah, definitely. Kid Marvel definitely doing your thing. Definitely. Every time he's been in a battle, he's always done his thing represented. So salute to Kid Marvel representing North Carolina is always dope. But Rick Fingers happened to get it tonight. Might have been that little female drip he got going on. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Rick Fingers. That was enough to get you over. So we going to the next round. Actually, no, we got one more matchup for this, and then we go into the top 4. So last but not least for round 2 is Naweed versus Trepstar. Naweed going first. 60 seconds. See what you got.
Naweed on the beat.
right, so that was the beat from Naweed for his second round. Let's see what Trapstar has to say for his second round. 60 seconds. Let's get it. Right out to space. So let's see. Naweed is producer number 1. Trapstar is producer number 2. Which of these two young gentlemen will be joining us in the top 4? Judges, rather. What say you?
It's tight.
It's a tight one. It's a tight one.
Wait for me. I'm gonna let y'all lead this one. You know?
Yeah, just
I'll go with 1.
All right, we got 1 for Naweed.
I'm thinking.
Okay, so we got 1 from Rude. So Naweed is taking that one. But
shit,
please,
there you go.
but please give your feedback.
I was like, oh, here I am.
But
There we
please
go.
give the feedback. Please do give the feedback.
I loved all the transitions that happened with number 1. Technicality in it, like melody and all of that. The mix was dope.
Yeah.
But it's like I had to, like, the energy of number 2 had me too. You know what I mean?
But it was like
I wanted it more.
Yeah,
It's
like the energy on
feeling.
number 2 was dope, but it was probably, I would say, the sound selection in number 2 could have been a little better in regards to like the instruments that he used for certain melodies and stuff. But like yeah, it definitely, number 2 had the energy. Just number 1 was more cohesive, was more tighter.
All right.
Yeah.
Dope. So Naweed is making his way on to the top 4, representing Mississauga. Shout out to Trapstar, representing Massachusetts. Shout out to the whole MA. But we're gonna keep it moving. We are now down to the top 4 remaining producers. We got DJ Hilton, First Owl, Rick Fingers, and Naweed on our way down to one of these producers is on their way to get in the bag. $1,000 is on the line. So let's get right into it. Cutthroat once again, 1 beat apiece. DJ Hilton going first, followed by First Owl. So DJ Hilton, hope this was the right choice. 60 seconds. Let's get it.
I know you like it juicy, kiss time.
So that was the Cutthroat beat for DJ Hilton. See what First Owl got to say in response to that. First Owl, 60 seconds. Let's get it. Crazy.
Okay, they came through to play some music.
So
They came to play some music.
You have to ask. You know,
They came to play some music.
producer number one is DJ Hilton. Producer number
Yeah.
2 is First Owl. We got a 2. We got 1 2. We got 2 2s. We got 3 2s.
Yeah.
First Owl is making his way to the finals tonight, representing that West. Shout out to Cali. Put it in that work. He will be joining us in the finals. Let's find out who he's going to be going up against. But first of all, also shout out to Switzerland. Shout out to DJ Hilton.
Absolutely.
Showing love all the way
Big
over
up,
from
big up.
Switzerland.
Absolutely, man.
Big up.
You made it to the top 4, so that is a feat. You had a battle through a best of 3 and another cutthroat, and you still made it to the top 4. So shout out to DJ Hilton representing. So moving right along, we got the final matchup for this round before we jump into the finals. So we got Rick Fingers versus Naweed. 1 beat apiece. Rick Fingers is going first. 60 seconds. Hope you chose the right beat for this round. It's cutthroat. Let's get it. So that was the cutthroat beat from Rick Fingers trying to fight his way into the finals. See if he got enough what it takes. See if he has what it takes. But first, we got to hear what Naweed has to offer. Naweed, let's do it.
Naweed on the beat. So, heard from Rick Fingers, you heard from Naweed. One of these two gentlemen will be joining the finals tonight, battling First Owl for the bag, $1,000 on the line. Before we go to the judges, let anybody know if you want to collaborate with any producers that you've heard tonight, hit us up on an email, info@soundsupremacy.com, info@soundsupremacy.com. If you want the contact for any producers that you heard tonight, didn't have a chance to connect with them in the chat. All right, so with that being said, judges, producer number 1 is Rick Fingers, producer number 2 is Naweed. What say you?
Shit, damn.
On the bright side, whichever producer you like, you're gonna hear 3 more beats from them in the final. So just put that out there.
Damn. That was tough, man. Because they got all those bright sounds on both.
That's what it is with me. Like the thing is, it's just more of the sound selection between the two. I'm having like the hardest to choose from because they're both excitement wise are like in the same lane. It's just which one do I choose out the two?
You just said it.
No,
you just said the answer. Out the what?
I'm being coerced. Coerced.
Nah, that's the thing.
No, fucking with you. Shit. Yo, I'm going with 2.
All right, so we got one vote in for two.
And
Oh, we got
that is
two.
no influence.
We got
so
two
y'all
votes in for
don't.
two. We got two votes in for two. So that
I
means
guess
the
what
finals.
I guess what I have to say doesn't matter. No, I'm playing.
We'd like to hear it anyway. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was literally playing.
Okay,
No, like
all
I
right.
agree. I agree.
What-
I agree with number two, but like they both really had like same kind of energy. But yeah,
Yeah.
it
Right.
was really the sound.
It's like two
sound choice
different
was mine.
lanes with the beats.
I could dance more with number two.
I could,
All right. All
I
right.
could vibe more with number one, but number two just.
I could do the Carlton. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just really joking.
Wasn't it the number? Wasn't number two felt more up tempo? I'm trying to remember how. Yeah, number two.
I think number two just knocked more. You know what I mean? And the transitions were nice. From a technical standpoint, number two did more for me than number one did, but number one was dope. Like, that's it, you know?
All right. Well, shout out to Rick Fingers representing all the way from South Africa.
Drip Fingers.
Enough love from the
Rick
continent.
Fingers.
Shout out to Naweed. You are now in the finals once again. He's a previous champ, by the way, Naweed. So back
Big
at
up
it.
Africa.
Dope,
South
dope,
Africa,
dope.
big up.
Big up South Africa. But for right now, we dealing with Rick Fingers. Rick, where you representing? Rick Fingers, where you representing? Fingers representing not Rick Fingers, my bad. First Style representing Cali, now we representing Mississauga. So we got a Cali versus Mississauga thing going on. We're back to best of three, and one of these producers are gonna walk home with the bag, $1,000 cash. So
Come with that.
let's see what it is. We're gonna just jump right into it. We don't need no breaks. We don't need nothing. We're just gonna jump right into it. So First Style's going first. 60 seconds. I hope you guys selected and saved your best beats for the grand finale. But here it is, 60 seconds. First beat from First Style. Let's get it. So that was the first from First Style in the finals. Let's see what Naweed has to say in response to that. 60 seconds, Naweed. Let's get it.
Naweed on the beat. All right, so another crazy clash of the Titans.
Crazy.
Whoever wins, you know, you deserve the bag because you had to fight tooth and nail to get through. And whoever doesn't win, salute to you, because maybe I should split the money 500 apiece. Y'all could discuss that amongst yourself.
Discuss it now before somebody lose. Discuss it now before somebody lose.
You know what I mean?
Discuss that now.
Man's eyes.
The offer is on the table now.
I want it.
Their eyes went wide just a while ago. They're both at the computer like, what?
Right.
What?
Yo, want to collab, bro? You want to collab, yo? You want to collab?
Yeah, like.
Y'all sing your hi-hat loop, y'all try.
I'll wait.
Make this work.
Okay. So vote?
Yep. So producer number one is First Style. Producer number two, Naweed. All right, we got a 1 for First Style. We got a 2. So First Style is taking the first one. But it is not over yet. It's not over yet. Naweed's still in the races. So let's see what we do for the second beat of the finals. First Style going first once again. 60 seconds. Let's get it. So that was the second beat out the gate from First Hour. Let's see what Naweed has to say. If you are still in this, or is it a wrap? Let's find out. Naweed, 60 seconds.
Naweed on the beat.
All right. So that is the response from Naweed. We're gonna find out if that response was enough to keep you in this race. You need to tie this up right now to get to force a round 3. Otherwise, it's a wrap. We're gonna find out in a minute just how that plays out. So judges, the fate of these two producers is in your hands. Take it away.
Man. Yo.
We got a 1, we got a 1, and we got a 1, and that's how the show is done.
Though. Regardless,
right.
all up to Naweed, man. Like,
shout out to Naweed, representing Mississauga, lovely.
Yeah,
Mississauga got a lot of super crazy producers that have been birthed in Mississauga. Absolutely. A lot of platinum producers and all of that, Grammys and all of that. So shout out to Mississauga. But in this case, it's going all the ways over to the wild, wild west. Shout out to First Style. Shout out to First Style. He's been in several battles, and he's always felt like he's never really got a chance to really get it in. You know what I mean?
Well,
so
there
now,
you have it.
There you have it.
You got your chance.
Long overdue. And salute to First Style. Shout out to Naweed.
Shout out to Naweed. Dope.
We're gonna rock out for both beats of the finalists because we never got to hear the final beat. So, you know, let's line this up real quick. So
it's crazy stuff, like shit. As my camera's pausing up.
Yeah. So First Style is taking that one, but we're gonna get it to the final beat. So the final beat from we're gonna play Naweed's first, and then we're gonna play First Style final beat. So Naweed, this is the final beat. Had it gone to around 3.
Naweed on the beat.
Beat that you would have heard from Naweed had it gone to around 3. Now we're gonna play the final beat from First Style, cream of the crop for tonight. Let's see how we would put that work in. So the final beat from First Style, the winning beat, the grand beat of the night. Let's get it. Let's see what he had.
You think you know me?
Killer from First Style. Let's see.
I get his patterns. I like it. Like, yo, that it's like the height of the beat is so rich.
Yeah.
It's like the chords rich.
Very dynamic.
Yeah.
This producer has a lot of
transition. Perfect.
He has a lot of dynamic shit.
Get some
And
final words from
they
the
know
judges.
it too with the Street Fighter sound effects about perfect.
Transition. Perfect.
Right. That was a dope battle. I gotta salute all the producers that were in the battle tonight. The Unspoken Truth, 93 Chris, DJ Hilton, Sugar Brown Productions, The Man with Many Styles, Jaddick, King, Bari, Kid Marvel, Civilian, aka Dr. Brain, Tochi Bedford, Rick Fingers, Naweed, Jay Quest and Dooch, Trepstar, Movement, and the one and only First Style getting busy and showing why he's perfect. So salute.
Yeah.
Any other producers that want to step up to the plate? We'll do another 1,000 end of the month, either August 30th or September 6th. We'll see what the schedules are like for the judges, and we'll see if we can do this up.
Let's call out some female producers though. Where the females at? Where that Carmen chicken? Where the female producers at, bro?
Carmen, where you at?
Yeah, we got a lot of producers.
We know y'all bored in the house, bored making beats too. Come on, man.
We got one T
Where's
Crispo.
Maya?
She was in a battle. T Crispo, shout out to you. There's producers out there. There's definitely female producers out there. So I hope y'all connect with producers. Anybody you've heard over the course of tonight. If you want to holler at them, if you didn't get a chance to connect with them in the chat, you can hit us up at info@Sound Supremacy, and we'll gladly make the connection for you. Info@Sound Supremacy. Put that in the chat real quick. Any producers that you heard tonight, you didn't get a chance to reach out to them. Email is in the in the chat. Send us a quick email and we'll connect you to whoever producer you want to connect with. Also shout out to our judges, Too Rude, Rudimental Records, Why Not, Soundsmith Productions, and Millennius,
Yeah.
Tone Mason. If you want to holler at them, also if you don't have their connect, you want to give it up real quick.
You can follow Tone Mason on
Put it in the chat.
pretty much anything Tone Mason. And yeah, on Twitch we got Tone Mason, but ain't nothing going on it. We can follow up anyway, just in case I feel like making a beat live and I'm bored as shit. And yeah, sound kit coming soon, drum kit coming soon, and check up on the YouTube just now, because I'm gonna drop all my old beats from How Much Odd years ago because they're collecting dust on hard drives, and that's what producers should not do. Let your beats fly. So I'll be probably live in the next bit, just throwing a whole bunch of old ass beats on my YouTube, on the Tone Mason YouTube. So check for that. If you're bored in the house, bored. Big up on yourself and big up all the producers.
I'm getting involved just now too with dropping
You
the
better
kit.
get involved, man, because yo, Why Not needs to drop a sound kit, drum kit, every blood clot kit. Drop kit kit.
Project in the works, but Why Not Soundsmith across the board. Any platform. YNOT Soundsmith, one word. I'll follow back.
Yeah. All right, this is Too Rude. You can find me as Rudimental, or as a matter of fact, Rudimental Records for Instagram, and Richard Rudimental on Facebook. We got records dropping on Wednesday. I got a record I did with Caleb Simmons and Lady Valley representing Jamaica for the Jamaican karate team. So it's called Super Energy Jamaica dropping. And then I got another single featuring Jason Gordon called We Up. So it's Too Rude featuring Jason Gordon. This cat out of Winnipeg that I've been working with. So all that drops on Wednesday. Go support, and yeah, that's all that good stuff. And add me on the Instagram and Facebook. Twitter is also Rudimental Records.
And before we go, and yeah, Rum Brothers podcast soon come.
Bomb.
Big up Rebel.
Done no.
Shout out to the Rum Brothers.
Three of us will be talking that shit soon, just now.
Right.
And it'll be a good time. And all the producers that I've witnessed a big up. Well, shoot. First off, big up Battle the Beat Makers.
Absolutely. Don't know Clifton.
All right.
Bless up.
Big up the Mecca. Big up the Mecca Battle the Beat Makers. So of course, all day, every day.
All right. So
yeah, it's Tone Mason at Twitter. I think I already said it. Tone Mason Twitter, Tone Mason Instagram, and Tone Mason Melly. My personal shit. If you want to bug me, I probably will bug back. But yeah, holler at your boys.
All right. So we're gonna be out like that. T-Jab. No, I never heard that track, but email it to us if you got it, or send it a link or something like that. But salute to all the producers out there. Once again, this is Beat Economy 1000. Cash prize tonight was 1000. We also have Beat Economy 200. Goes down every Thursday. If you want to win a chance to win 200, Beat Economy 500 is going down next Sunday. You, the viewers in the chat group, you guys will be determining the fate of that one. So you guys are the judges. That's Beat Economy 500, $500 cash going down next Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you overseas producer, catch you at a better time. I know right now it's like 2 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 6 in the morning if you're in Europe and Africa and stuff like that. So
Crazy.
The Beat Economy 500 is just for you guys overseas, give you a proper time to tune in and vote and all that stuff. So we're going to sign off for tonight. My name is Clifton, the host for tonight, and we're going to sign off like that. And we're going to take you out with the final beat that we just heard first out, and we out like that. Peace, y'all.